Hey, Adam and Veterans Team. My name is Jessica from Peterson SEO, and today I spoke with Tina, and she accepted this video for you guys and said that she would get it off to the right members. So, before I get started, I first want to thank you very much for your service. Our team proudly represents our veterans. We love them very much. So I just want to say thank you very much for your service. Um, so your video is going to help you with your online presence and getting more organic leads. The important thing to note is that your website should be generating 70% of your organic traffic. Um, and so it is really important that your website be properly optimized. Okay, so here we go. You have a decent website. You do have separate pages for your services. One problem I have is I have no idea looking at your website what community you service, what town you're in, what state you service. If you serve in the tri-state area, I have no idea. So that is going to be a problem for a potential customer that lands on your site because they're not going to know if you can help them. Um, Another thing I've noticed is there's not a whole lot of content on your homepage, and I'm not really seeing any buyer intent keywords. So, can't tell if these are linking. Okay, so that's good. So Google does not rank a website based on appearance. It's all based on content. Content is key and you need a lot of it. You need more content than your top competitors, and your homepage needs a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words of content or more, and it needs to be all focused around your local buyer intent keywords. Those are the keywords people are actively searching for the services you're providing in that service area. And so all of your content needs to be built around those keywords. And every single page needs to have their own unique content also built around those words. So I apologize. Water damage restoration in itself is a keyword, but it's actually a national keyword. So you're going to get false metrics, and if ranked to the first page of Google, you're going to get people from all over the country landing on your website and leaving because you're not servicing that community. So it's very important to work on those local buyer intent keywords that are going to drive the traffic and convert into customers. Um, so yes, you're definitely going to need to update your content and go after those relevant keywords. Google has little robots called crawlers that index these pages, pulling your original content and keywords so that you can be indexed and ranked. So if we look at one of your top competitors in Winchester, because I'm not sure your service area, I didn't have a huge selection to choose. So in Winchester, unfortunately, most of your competitors are going to be franchises. They have strong websites only because of the website as a whole, but you're not competing against the entire website. You're only competing against the areas. And so because of that, they're actually super easy to beat by just having the right content and keyword strategy and then supporting that by SEO. So in order to beat this franchise or any other, you're going to need to work on your content and keyword strategy and then support it with SEO, because a website by itself is not enough to be found. It does need search engine optimization. If we look here, we can see that Google has given you a rating of a 0 out of 100 in Google's trust flow, which means Google does not trust your website, which is 100% because of your referring domains and backlinks. You really don't have any. And not all backlinks are created equal. You need to have ones that are highly authoritative, which means they're directly related to your service industry. Not all backlinks work with all types of businesses. They are not created equal. You need to have do follow backlinks instead of no follows, because do follows share the power and help you to rank. And Google's only going to give you credit for one backlink per referring domain. So anything else, Google will consider spam. Now, your referring domain is just any website that provides a link to your website, whereas the backlink is the physical link coming from the referring domain to your website with the intention to drive traffic. It looks like out of your 4 referring domains, only 2 are do follows. So only 2 are doing anything remotely to help your website. You have been indexed for 26 keywords, and you are seeing approximately 26 people to your website per month. If we look real quick at your, oh, what happened here? At your keywords, you're going to notice that you are ranked for veterans restoration, which is great, but this is again a national keyword. So you're actually getting national traffic here, which is kind of skewing your metrics here. So you do really need to go and focus on those local buyer intent keywords so that you can start ranking for your service in all of your service areas. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, so let me just hop back over there real quick. Every service you have needs its own page, and also every service area that you service that has any type of search volume for your services in each area need to have their own page, because that's going to help you be found at each of those locations. Sorry to go backwards. I didn't mean to do that. So now if we look at your competitor, we're actually not, we don't care what their domain rating is, because we're not competing against them as a whole. We're only competing against Winchester. So we're only looking at those pages. They have a rating of a 19 with over 660 backlinks and only 16 referring domains. Of those, only 9 are do follow. So you only need to beat 9. You need to beat 9 to beat these guys in Winchester. They have been indexed for 11 keywords, and they are getting about 16 people to their website. But because of those keywords and those backlinks, they are actually ranking in water restoration in Winchester, which is why they're ranking above you. And your backlinks, you also need to make sure that when you're getting these backlinks, that they're not just going to your website or your brand name or close to your brand name. They also need to be attaching to the keywords you're trying to rank for, so you can be found for your services in every one of your service areas and for each of your service area or service pages. Okay, I apologize for jumping around. It's getting late. So anyways, the last thing is this Google Maps section. Your goal should be to be in the top 3 of this section for every service area and for your relevant keywords for those service areas, because 30% of people go straight to the maps and won't go anywhere else. And so if you're not in this top 3 section, you're sending all those leads to your competitors. Now, in order to be in the top 3, there's several factors, but the most important are citations, which are going to be the name of the business, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of places like Instagram, Dex, Facebook, Yellow Pages, etc. So you're going to need a lot more of those than your competition. And when you follow each of these tips I provided you today, your website can be number 1 across Google for every one of your services in each of your service areas using those local buyer intent keywords supported by search engine optimization. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful, and that you can start applying these tips so that you can capture those organic leads. I would really love to get your feedback on this video, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to give me a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you soon.